If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, after performing that experiment, it's time to see ellipse in an official manner, that is in mathematical format. So in this lecture we will see today the standard form an ellipse and how it is derived and what are the observations that we can make from this standard equation. Okay, then let's see this standard equations of ellipse. So for ellipse, what is our method? Now let's forget about experiment. Let's comes to hardcore mathematics now. So for mathematics, how do we define ellipse? If the eccentricity is less than 1, then it was. If this is your less than 1, then that becomes your ellipse. In the conic section you have seen. So for that you need a focus, you need a directrix. So you have a focus, you have a directrix. What was the idea? The distance from the focus should be less than the distance from the line. And if this ratio is known as the eccentricity, if this is less than 1, that means this distance is smaller than, you can see this distance is smaller than this, then it will close this, it will form a conic which will be known as a parabola, ellipse. Parabola was equal. Okay. So here you can see this by this is E, which can also be written as, if this is a point A, for now I have given a dotted line because I don't know what shape it will take. So this one is AF. So the point, suppose this A is also point on that conic, so what will be that the distance from the point and distance from the line should have that E ratio. So AF divided by AN should have that E ratio. Similarly, another point, suppose this is also a point on the conic, so AF distance from the point, that is A dash F divided by A dash N should be also same ratio E. Suppose it is half, suppose it is 0.5, so this by this is half. You can see half of this one is this one, half of this one is this one, and half of AN should be equal to A dash N. My figure is not that much symmetry, so you can, as of now you can understand. Okay, if this is a point on the conic, that relation should be hold. Now let us find the coordinate of this focus and coordinate of this directrix, because if we know this directrix and that focus, then we can find the standard equation. We have seen the parabola, we will take distance from this, distance from this, that distance would be equal to E ratio. So you will find a equation in terms of E. So for that we have to find this point and this point. So we have taken these extreme points A and A dash as A comma 0 minus A comma 0. So this length becomes A dash, length becomes 2A. So I have kept my origin at center. This is known as the center of that conic. You will understand once it forms in front of you, once this dotted line becomes brighter for you. So after you complete this one, you will know this becomes brighter for us. Okay, then you will understand. So for finding the coordinate of F, what we can do, this A dash total distance is 2A. So this can be written as this plus FA is equal to 2A. So A dash F can be written in terms of A dash N, that is E into A dash N, and this AF can be written as E into A. Now what is A dash N? You can see A dash N is equal to nothing but 2A A dash plus AN. A dash, that is 2A. From here to here they are asking. So 2A is this much, A 2A, and then AN. So from here you can calculate AN is equal to this much. So once you know AN, now you can find anything, because from here to here it was. So ON will be how much? So first let me find this point directly. So ON will be OA plus this. So AN you have calculated this length, you know A. So A plus this length, A plus this plus A will give you ON, A by E. So that means the equation of directrix is, because it is parallel to y-axis, it is x equal to A by E. So directrix equation we have known. So one more thing, that focus is required. So for that focus, what is OF? OF is equal to this OA minus AF. Once we know AF, that is done. But AF we can find it using AN. AN we know. So E into AN is equal to AF. So we put it there, E into AN. Then you find it AE. So that means you have found the coordinate of F also, because if it is AE, then this point is AE comma 0. So what is the idea? For an ellipse, this distance, any point you take P, the locus of the point which are at this ratio, this by this should be equal to E. So any point P, distance between these two, distance between this perpendicular line should be equal to E times. So this PF should be equal to E times this BF. What is this PF? X minus this whole square, Y minus this whole square, X minus X coordinate, Y minus Y coordinate. I have taken square both sides, is square. What is PM? PM is the distance. So you can see PM, this much is X and this much is A by E. So A by E minus X, directly you can do. Or you can find from a point how to find distance from a line, that you know, this is the line. Or you can, from here you can directly see also, this is X, this is A by E, so this will be A by E minus X. So if you take square both sides, it will look like this. So then we have assumed this point as B. So my standard equation look like this: x square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Note, your E is less than 1. Because your E is less than 1, so this output will be a fraction. So fraction multiplied by A will be less than A. So your B square is less than your A square. That means magnitude, if you take only magnitude of B plus only the absolute value of B, that should be always less than your A. That means A is greater, B is smaller for this type of shape. If we want to find this shape, then this is the format. There will be different shapes of ellipse that we will see. So some observations that we can make from this standard equation. What are the observations? These observations are important for function chapter when we will given some unknown function and we have to draw this function. So from the characteristics we can draw any curve you give. We can have an idea from which point it will go, how the shape will look like. So first is you change the positions of x from plus to minus. You see whether the equation there is any change. If you change x is from plus x to minus x, there will be no change because it is square. So that means it is symmetrical about y-axis. If x is not changing, coordinate is funny. Anything in x, output is in, result is in y. If x changes to minus x, the equation remains same. Therefore, the ellipse is symmetrical about y-axis. This should be y-axis. Similarly, it is symmetrical about x-axis. So because you are changing x, plus x to minus x, it is not changing. So you can see your figure, dotted figures, ellipse is symmetrical. Whatever this side, same side is here. Similarly, whatever is up, same is reflected in down also. So it is symmetrical about y and symmetrical about x. So if you are changing x, it is not changing, that means it is symmetrical about y. If you change y, it is not changing, that means it is symmetrical about x. This modification you kindly do in the notes. The curve crosses the x-axis. At what point it is crossing? So at what point it is crossing x-axis means you put y equal to 0, you will find x equal to plus a and minus a. So you can see it is crossing x equal to at a and x equal to at minus a. So from any graph, if you put y0, you can find the idea at which point it is crossing x-axis. Similarly, it cross y-axis means you put x equal to 0, you will find this point. So these 2 points also you know. It is 0, b, 0, minus b. Now, if x square is greater than a square, x square cannot be greater than a square. Why? If x square is greater than y square, what is your equation? X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. If you calculate, y square will be equal to 1 minus x square by a square under root b square. Something of this fashion, or y is equal to, not under root, y is equal to b under root 1 minus x square by a square. Similarly, your x also you can write, it is a under root 1 minus y square by b square. So now if you see, if your x square is greater than y square, a square, then this fraction will be more than 1, then 1 minus more than 1 will be negative, so y will be imaginary. So that means no real value of y will satisfy, that means in coordinate you will not find a coordinate. So if your x should not be greater than equal to 1. If it is not done, if it is not satisfied, if it is not, I am saying it is not greater than a square. So if it is not means if it is greater than a square, then y square will be negative. So similarly you will not get y. So if you not get y, that means there is no point which is satisfying this condition. Similarly your y cannot be also greater than b square. If your y square is greater than b square, then this becomes negative. So x cannot be negative. Similarly again there is no point. So therefore your ellipse, if your x square is bounded to up to a square, it cannot go beyond a square. That means x can go hardly a or minus a. So you can see this is your ellipse. So x can go hardly a. This side you can move hardly a in x direction, this side you can move hardly minus a. Similarly y cannot go beyond b square, so y can go hardly plus minus b. So y can go hardly b or y can go hardly minus. So all your entire ellipse is bounded between these 4 straight lines. So your ellipse should be bounded between these two. That means ellipse is a closed surface, you can see, because it is moving within this fixed boundary, so it will close. If it is open, parabola was open, parabola was not fixed, it can go anywhere. It was moving like this. But ellipse, it should be closed by these boundaries. So the curves, no part of the curve, so there will be no part outside this boundary, because if you go outside this boundary, then one becomes imaginary. Imaginary means you cannot plot in this plane. This is a real plane. X and y, you cannot plot any imaginary point here. So beyond the boundary x equal to plus minus a, it cannot go beyond this y equal to plus minus b. Therefore ellipse is a closed curve. So from here you can make a conclusion that your ellipse is a closed curve, and this is the standard equation. So that's all in standard equation form. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.